Hello, everyone. It's Taboo Topics by Fashion First Aid. I am your horrendously ugly host, Honest Kim, and sleep-deprived here with Annie, the Psychic Sidekick, and our special guest, Rayne Hagstrom.
Woohoo! Hey, everybody.
Hi, Rayne. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are talking about something that I am in desperate need of, getting ready for holiday parties or just getting ready for the day in general, because I look like I just rolled out of bed, because I did at some point this morning. So, Annie, do you want to take over and tell us what we're going to be talking about today?
Yeah, so first off is getting ready for Christmas party. What are you getting ready for? An ugly Christmas sweater party, because we all know Kim loves those parties, or a fancy soiree where you're going to be in a full-on evening gown. I think the next new trend, Kim, is ugly Christmas sweaters are going to fade out because it's kind of overplayed. It's going to be ugly Christmas pajamas. Woo!
Oh my gosh, I love it.
I'm just horrified.
You know what? It's comfortable. You don't have to change when you go home. You just roll into bed. It's perfect.
And you can eat a lot and your stomach is fully covered.
Exactly. So, but for the people that actually might dress up, so like this week I'm going to a boat parade. Maybe, Rayne, you can make some suggestions. Obviously, I'm going to be on a boat, so I don't want to wear high heels, and it might be cold. So do you have any suggestions on what I might want to wear? I still want to dress to impress because there will be some single men there.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
I would definitely not skip out on the coat. So what happens in the colder weathers, like someone will just throw on their coat that they've been wearing for 5 or 6 years, but that coat is all about making an entrance. And to make it extra special, what I do is I take out the belt that it came with, or the little wrap thing, and then I'll put a really cool designer or vintage belt over the coat. So then you're coming in with this very hot and sexy silhouette, and it's just very Sex in the City moment.
I love it. I'm going to have to do that. I need to go find a belt.
Yeah, you can, designer or just a cool vintage one at a thrift shop that just looks really nice, expensive, and leather so it doesn't, stretch out. And then the back, you can adjust it. And then it just makes such a statement piece. It's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, because my jackets tend to be kind of boxy. Like, they're really nice jackets, but they tend to be boxy, so I think a belt will just cinch it in. 'Cause I have a really small waist, and so people are always like, why don't you show it off more?
Well, that trick will do it, especially if you're on a boat and you're going to be outside. You're probably going to be showing off your jacket more than the underneath, so it's just a for sure way to make it a little bit snazzy.
Nice, I like it. Yeah. And then another thing is, so I'll probably wear a dress underneath it with tights or whatever. And so a fun little tip I like to do is take some hairspray and spray it on the toes, because your nails tend to cut into your tights when they're in your boots. And so that kind of helps protect them so you can get multiple wears out of them.
That's brilliant. And don't forget, I know you guys have one of these products, but the non-stick slip that you put on the bottom of your shoe so you don't slip and fall, because I know a lot of boats have stairs. And I got married on a boat, and the stairs, people kept slipping on it. So make sure that you have those stick-ons, because if someone spills a drink at a party or something, you are not going to want to fall on your butt.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, our Kung Shoe grip.
Yes, I knew it was something snazzy.
Danny, I have another tip for you, too, because a lot of times on boats, sometimes they ask you to take your shoes off. So make sure you're wearing cute socks and not socks with holes in them.
That's a good idea. Do you think it would be appropriate to wear some fun, crazy Christmas socks, or should I keep it down? All right, Rayne says yes.
If it goes with your outfit, as long as it's not too weird.
Like, it looks like a stocking. It's like green and red, and then it has this cute little white snowy border on top.
I say yes. I can tell by your personality. You're fun. You're vibey. And I heard that you mentioned, are you single?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so what a conversation piece. A man may not look and be like, hey, look at those socks, but he's like, wow, look at those down-to-earth socks, and then you have this great dress and a great jacket on. I think it's a conversation piece. But you can do a trial and error and be like, Rayne, I'm never doing that again. Everybody made fun of me, and I got stuck in the corner the whole night.
Or moving on to our next conversation, what to pack in your purse. I could pack an extra pair of socks just in case it doesn't go over well.
You can do a sock change.
Ooh, I love it. Love it.
Definitely. So what do you ladies pack in your purse when you go to these holiday parties?
Ooh, I've got one. It's a product we brought in from Japan for this reason. It's because so you don't know what the temperature is going to be like, right? So you could go in your cute party dress, and it is roasty pollo hot in there, and you're sweating bullets, right? So that's one scenario. The other scenario is, the person is wearing a thick sweater, so they have the air cracked up, or they open a window or a door because it's too hot in there, and you're freezing in your dress. So I like they're thin, the little hotties, thin little heat packs you stick in case you get cold. You could just stick it in the dress in the small of your back, and you're warm all night. Or little hand warmers or toe warmers, something for that you could help with temperature in case you're cold and you don't want to stick on your jacket in the middle of the house.
I like that, because then you can still be cute, and then if your jacket's not, sometimes like your dress is like you want everyone to see your dress, the last thing you want to do is cover it up with a coat, so the hottie is on the back. I like that.
It's the worst. I would rather be sweating bullets than freezing. So I'm for sure going to get one of those, because it's just, being girls, we're always in something, we don't have the jackets and the button shirts like the men. So most likely we're always cold. And sometimes I've left parties early because I was just too cold. So that is an awesome idea.
And then I always like having a granola bar in my purse in case the food sucks or you don't want to be tempted by the icky food. I always have a granola just in case, or someone's hungry because we end up going somewhere to an after party. It's always good to have snacks in your purse.
And it's so much easier to carry a granola bar than it is to carry a burrito.
It is so much easier, definitely. It's a lot more packer friendly, purse friendly.
That's awesome. I always do. I know this is crazy, but I do dental floss, because those spinach or all those little treats that they bring out, you're always going to get just stuff. And I have one of those. I have the kind of teeth that just everything gets stuck in. So literally, I just do a double check throughout the night, and I use my dental floss in the bathroom, and that's one of my go-to tips.
Oh, that's awesome, because there's nothing worse when, like, I've had one friend where she's like, oh, you just use your hair. I'm like, how do you use your hair as dental floss? I'm like, that doesn't work very well. Or trying to, it has, maybe I have brittle hair, but like, or just digging down with your fingernail, just hoping you might get it, but not necessarily.
Well, you can also use, I've also done this, I've used business cards, and I've used matchbook, the end of a matchbook. So if you're going to do it, just make sure it's somewhat clean, because you are putting it in your mouth. So just dig, like, Kim, are you trying?
I vote no on this.
If you can watch Kim right now, you'd see her trying to attempt to floss her teeth with her own hair.
Broke my hair off in my teeth.
Epic fail. Now you have hair wedged between your teeth.
Boo. Bad tip. Bad tip.
Bad tip.
Yes. I didn't say it was a tip. It didn't work for me.
No, your friend did it. I know. It wasn't us.
I always have chapstick and lip gloss in my purse. I always usually have a strip of our quick fix sticks, like the double-sided adhesive. Just in case anything breaks or needs to be. There we go, right there.
I have it. This is like, I don't know what this is. Oh, this is it fixed so many things, and fits right in your purse too. It's awesome.
My favorite is when you're in the bathroom and someone's complaining about it. I was telling Rayne earlier, I'm like, I love being the Mary Poppins of parties, and they're like, oh, my strap keeps on. I'm like, here you go, let's put some quick fix sticks on, and they're like, where did you come from? Or skid out for like getting makeup off their shirt, because like, she gave me a hug and that bitch got it on my shirt, and I'm like, here you go, let's wipe it away.
Brilliant.
So do you ladies have any fun Christmas parties coming up for you yourselves?
Kim?
I have a party on Friday and Saturday and Sunday, and we're having a big party at the warehouse on Tuesday, packing up our last order, and we're going to drink champagne and listen to 80s hair bands all day. It's going to be awesome.
Woohoo!
Awesome. Yeah, I have a few parties coming up here and there. I'm just such a last minute type of gal, but I'm really excited. But I have to say, not to go back to the fashion tip with parties, I was at a party the last weekend, and I didn't eat before I went because I was working all day, and then I'm like, oh, they'll have appetizers there. So I went, and my girlfriend invited me. It was at this very posh place, and I accidentally drank a little bit too much wine without eating, and I asked her boss if he was on drugs. So I had to send an email to apologize the next day.
Nice.
So, or maybe it was a conversation starter. Maybe he liked it.
No, I mean, I didn't mean to offend anyone, but at the time I just wanted to know, but in hindsight, I'm like, you know what, if I would have ate a granola bar or ate something before I went in there and just started drinking, I probably wouldn't have done that, or at least till our next meeting, not a first-time approach. So definitely tip, eat before you guys go to any parties.
That's an excellent tip. Or make sure I'm with you so I can give you my granola bar.
Yes.
And I'll carry a burrito in my bag next time.
Yeah, that night I could have definitely used the burrito.
I think we all have horror stories of questions you wish you could have just taken back. You're like, can we run this conversation 5 minutes? Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, story of my life. All right. Any more getting ready for holiday party tips? Besides, you can see a few little tips in our monthly magazine online on fashionfirstaid.com. Anything else we have for the getting ready part, Annie?
I'm good. You, Rayne?
No, I'm good. Just if you have multiple parties, you can get away with wearing similar, a black dress or something. You just want to change out the jewelry so it makes like your outfits are changing. You can literally get away with wearing the same dress for 2 or 3 parties. Just change the statement necklace and the earrings and the shoes and the clutch. And on, social media, everybody takes pictures, but it'll literally look like you're wearing a different dress.
Great tip.
Yeah.
I would like that. I just wore a black dress yesterday for like a daytime tea party, and I can definitely dress that up for nighttime.
Yeah, girl, get it.
Righto, enjoy your tea party.
All right, should we move on to the Dick of the Week award?
Yes. And there is a chance that the first douche bombs might be arriving today. So next week, for sure, we're going to be giving Douche of the Week, our first Douche of the Week award. But for this week, we'll stick to the Dick of the Week award. So,
Rayne, do you have any nominations for Dick of the Week?
I don't even know what this was, so I just wanted to kind of like partay. I'm interested.
Okay,
so,
I have one.
For your nominations, and then I'll back on that.
Okay, so Dick of the Week, every week we nominate people that we think are being dicks, and the winner gets a trunk in my junk. The mail false advertising sent to them in the mail. So last week we did Kim Jong-un, right? Jesse's laughing that we nominated him because he leaked all the Sony information. We thought that was kind of dick.
I got one for this week. This week I would like to nominate, with a very strong nomination, Amazon. Because they have... while they investigate, I sent a bunch of Scuttlebutt to them, to different distribution centers. One distribution center in Ontario is consistently pathetic. So I sent 2 boxes of Scuttlebutt there. They said they only got 1, even though the UPS shows they got 2. They want information from me, which they have all the information, so I send it. And in the meantime, they're like, we're going to take your listing down all over Amazon. So it's Scuttlebutt, your most popular holiday present, is not available on Amazon through us, even though you have 3,600 units sitting in our warehouses. But don't worry, we'll fix it in 36 hours. That was Friday. And so I would like to give a Dick of the Week award to Amazon for hijacking my inventory and making it look like this.
That's very passionate, Kim. I guess I shouldn't even say my nomination. I was like, okay.
How do you really feel about that, Kim?
See, mine was just going to be nominating someone that's married that wife decided to make them live separate for a whole year, and he finally, like, after being heartbroken for a year, was like, all right, this is what it is. all right. And then she just showed up at his door and was like, I changed my mind. And he's like, F you, I don't like you, you put me through hell. And so I kind of give that chick, that was my nomination.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sticking with
that
Amazon.
sucks.
So can we, Rayne, or should we have Rayne choose who should be the Dick of the Week?
Yes.
It's up to you, Rayne. Who do you think should win the Dick of the Week award?
I'm not playing favorites, but because I love me some Amazon, okay? But it is Christmas season, and they're killing your sales by doing that. That, like, stops business.
Sucks business.
And everybody should be forgiven, so we got to help your friends.
Okay, I like that. All right, so I think the Dick of the Week winner is Amazon.com.
Well, we can even narrow it. Just give it to that inventory division at that Ontario place. So that's who I will be sending Dick of the Week to as soon as I get back to the warehouse. And yes.
Perfect. And I like it.
Don't forget to forgive.
Yes,
they'll get back on track.
Of course. And I love the rest of the company, just not that group.
Okay. I like it.
We're not going to specifically say any names, just Ontario.
M. Gabriella.
M. Gabriella, she seems like a really nice person. But anyways. All right, so on to the psychic prediction. I predict there's some rain in our future and snow today.
Wow.
I know. It's really tricky. So I predict there's going to be some fun in the future. I also see that there's, speaking on the topic of forgiveness, someone's been holding a grudge for a really long time, but finally going to come to terms and forgive when it comes to the new year. So around New Year's, you'll finally have an epiphany, and you'll be like, all right, I forgive you. When you go to the Christmas parties, make sure you have at least 2 glasses of champagne and 1 spiked eggnog, because you're going to have just the right amount of fun. Not a great time, like overboard, asking inappropriate questions, but a good time. Your lucky numbers are 5, 4, 11, 29, and 111.
Woohoo! I love it. Do you have any prediction for the paper cuts on my fingers? How long will it take for them to go away?
Let me see. They're pink. Wow, Kim. I think it will take anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks for them to heal.
Wow.
Oh, that's going to be a long 6 to 8 weeks of paper cuts.
Yes, definitely. I'm sorry, Kim. They look painful. If you put some Neosporin on it and some arnica, I bet that would help too.
Okay. I'll do it.
But anyways, so next, oh, and my other prediction is you're going to see lots of lights this weekend. I don't know what it means. It just means you're going to see lots of lights.
Amazing. Well,
so next week.
Are you still going, Psychic?
No, go for it. I was going to predict what we were going to. I was going to predict what we were going to talk about next week, but.
Ooh, tell me.
We're talking about regifting next week because I don't know about you, Rayne, but I'm already receiving gifts that I don't necessarily need or want. So we'll talk about the rules of them or our rules of them for regifting, or what to give away, or maybe make some money off of.
Really quick, Annie, every time I look at you in the little box, it looks like you have a big old afro because your wreath is like...
Wait, let me see if I can... There we go.
You just look like a... It's just awesome.
I gotta reposition my computer so it's like perfect. But there you go.
There you go.
Well, perfect. Well, Rayne, thank you so much for joining us today. You
welcome.
made it so much more fun, and you had some really great tips. I love the jacket tip. I will be using that myself. And thank you guys, everyone, for tuning in. Honest Kim, Annie the Psychic Sidekick, and Awesome Rayne here today on Taboo Topics by Fashion First Aid. Tune in next week, and see you next Tuesday.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.